Okay, everybody, we're gonna be making a video. The old one we had to delete because I revealed a little bit of personal information. But we're gonna be doing question and answer where I'm playing Minecraft on PS4 with my friend Tanner, which I know you don't care about that name. But anyway,
Yeah.
as we were talking about, there's a lot of things like well, let's basically start from the beginning again. Well, you plan on me making you an account of a PS4, well,
I
more of
think
a
that would
YouTube
be
channel.
great,
Yeah, me making you an
because
account.
I am horrible with technology, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I can help you with that. But basically, me and him have been friends since I was 3, and I think he was 4. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, we've been friends for a long time in real life, and we just got PS4s. I think when I was 8 and he was like 9.
I got mine like maybe 2018, 2017,
I got mine when I was.
something like that.
Oh wait, yeah, I got the PS4 when I was in 2017. I got a PS4 before you, I think. Did I? No,
Mm,
you got my PS4 before me. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I got one before. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Details.
Details, yeah, whatever. But basically, I have been uploading, like, my first video was like 8 months ago, I think, 9 months ago, maybe. I don't know. It was when I uploaded that first Minecraft video, and I was just basically, the channel's name was Ligma Balls. Literally. And I wasn't taking the
Yeah.
channel seriously. But then I decided to actually take it seriously, change the name, all that, do all that, you know? I even made channel
Definitely not
art.
because there were
Also,
70 other different channels called Ligma Balls.
yeah. 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 And also I don't think I think it'd be demonetized, just the channel in itself. And also just, you know, I actually made channel art. It was a bitch making this channel though, because I had no actual idea or anything about doing it. But now that I do it, I know I could even make it for Tanner. And yeah. Uh, well, what we were talking about before was because also it just seems random, but teachers do not make enough money for what they do. Also,
Yeah.
if you think about that, because my mom's like, I'm poor, basically. I'm poor. Well, not poor, poor, but like medium, average, in debt, credit card, credit cards out. Good to talk about. But,
Why was my flashlight on?
what's your flashlight on? Running your battery down,
Okay,
Tanner?
no, I was just on camera and I had flash on.
I'm not really revealing
Okay.
personal information about myself. I mean, besides, it's just talking about I'm not really that rich, you know, because my mom sucked, and you know, but and it works as a teacher. Teachers don't get paid nothing. Someone actually told me that teachers make $80,000, which is bullshit. I don't know where your mom as a teacher's working. They don't make that much money. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure average teacher makes like 35,000, not counting that as the retirement pay.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure like isn't like 25% of that go to retirement, which means they don't like make like around like 28,000. Yeah, well, it's not what my mom makes because I don't know what she makes, but I'm pretty sure that's what teachers mostly make. Um, they don't make a lot of money, but
Teachers
I
just
actually,
are.
yeah, well,
It's just a horrible thing that they get put through. They have to go through 4 years of extra schooling. They have to deal with children all day, every day until summer, and then they get paid horseflies.
yeah, and also all that it really does suck. I mean, your mom might be a teacher or dad might be a teacher, and you might be making a lot of money because they work in New York or something like that, where the teachers get paid a lot. But this school is literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, this is. The
There's a
school
couple
has like
bushes flying around.
50 children, maybe 50 children.
Yeah, me and you go to the same school. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we live in like wait, you don't care where we're like I'm not gonna say the town, but you don't care if I say like the state we live in,
Just say Midwest.
right? Why not? Okay then. All right then. Well, we live in a Midwest, but more like Midwest upper north area.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in America, in America.
America.
But it's a very green area, but also at the same time, our town
It's
just
kind
conveniently
of
is
dry.
dusty. Well, not my town, not our town. It's not even in our town. The school's not even in our town. It's actually like, it's kind of
Yeah.
dry near our school. Like when you
It
go down the road,
borders 3 different counties.
it can do like those all of those counties. It's kind of a smart idea for the school, but also stupid in placement. It's like also it's on a
Yeah.
highway. Yeah. But yeah, my map's nice
Right
actually.
next to a big field where they grow corn. Or,
Oh
I think it's
yeah.
corn.
Remember that one time where there was when we were walking around the school and afterwards and we seen that like smoke coming from that one field and we reported it to the principal like a fire, and then later on when I was leaving I actually seen like the firefighters putting it out. Do you remember that? I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
that.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
also remember one day whenever we were leaving school, and then some dude's backpack got stuck onto the fire alarm, and it
Oh
was on a
yeah.
fire safety, like, whatever day,
Yeah.
practice
Oh
day.
my God. Imagine an actual
That
fire happening
sucked,
on the
because
fire
we
practice
had
day.
to, we had to sit there for, like, 5 extra hours or something like that. Probably, like, an extra
Oh
hour or
yeah.
half an hour.
You know what I did? Yeah. Well, you know what I actually did to get out of school some days? So basically, one, I hate the smell of ketchup. I hate ketchup. And basically, somebody smeared ketchup on the table one day, and I puked, and I got sent home. Then I realized the nasty smell of ketchup makes me puke, and I was like, I don't really want to go to school today. So when it was lunchtime,
That's
so
how
I asked them,
mafia works.
and I paid the kids uh I paid the kids to basically just smear ketchup on the table. They made me pay them, so but it wasn't much. It was like 25 cents, and they'd smear the ketchup on the table. I'd puke. I'd get to go home. Yeah,
That's
and
actually a really good idea. I wish I had a sensitive smell or something like that.
yeah, I have a horrible sensitive smell. I don't even like the smell of hamburgers. Nothing. Cheese, nasty. I'm really sensitive smell, really sensitive taste. And well then, guess what? One day
What?
after like I'm pretty sure like 7 times of getting sent home, like in the past, I think 3 months. Because I only did it on the days I didn't really, really hated the day. But I got immune to the smell.
Just too many small doses, you became immune.
Yeah, well then they smeared it extra a lot to make sure I really puked. And well then I puked. Got sent home one last time, but then I decided to stop doing it. And next year I plan on using mustard. Yeah, that shit's worse than
Oh,
ketchup.
dude.
Also, I hope my mom doesn't watch this, so she figures all this crap out.
I'm more sensitive to pain than anything.
More sensitive to pain. That actually gives me a good idea. I can really get hurt.
Someone punch you in the stomach. Like, seriously, I don't know why, but sometimes things that shouldn't hurt completely destroy me. And sometimes things that should send me to the hospital, I'll walk it off.
Yeah, and also, this is gonna be a long story, but basically, in 5th grade and down, I was a good kid. I was a good kid. I was a really good kid. I tried to be good, but I'm going into 7th grade now, but basically, in 5th grade, the teachers were so horrible to me, honestly. Miss Scott, oh, I love Miss,
Miss
Geeko,
Breadloaf.
Miss Breadloaf, yeah, I can't use the real names. Oh my God, I almost said the real name. Jesus. Okay, so I'm just gonna nickname them Miss Gleeky. I'm gonna name her Miss Bitch,
Alexandria.
Miss Alexandria. Okay, Miss Alexandria. But basically, Miss Alexandria was the math teacher. That's not really revealing, is it? Well, that's not her real
No.
name anyway. She was the math teacher, and she
Miss
was
Math
really
Teacher.
Miss Math Teacher. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Miss Math Teacher was actually a very very mean person. She was always like, I think she was nice to you, Tanner, when you were in her class, but
Yeah, she wasn't all that mean to me.
yeah, well, I didn't really get into much trouble, but she was still mean to me. And sometimes she even called me out on certain things, make me seem like an idiot in front of the whole class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just didn't really want to go to school because of her. And also, Miss Science teacher was actually the best teacher out of the whole time. Which I think you know the Miss Science teacher very well, Tanner. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
not not the way that the viewers are thinking, okay? It's family related.
Anyway, yeah.
Family
Well,
related.
basically, Miss Science teacher was the best. She always made science fun. She was a nice teacher. Science was also fun too and easy. But then, Miss Bachelet was sort of nice, but also really, really, really
Yeah.
mean. Like, she could be,
She's kind of a mixed batch. Like
yeah,
on her good days, she can be
yeah.
your saving grace.
Like, she could be
But
the nicest person in the world, but then just one thing irritated her, and she
yeah,
turned into the worst person. And some people called her
she
Miss.
turned into a deathclaw.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. Literally, so basically, some people would say she had mixed personality disorder, multiple personality disorder, and they tell one of them, wait, did I say her real name?
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't think I said her real name, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, well,
I'll go through the video and check, and if so, I don't think. I
yeah.
doubt you did.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but basically, some people would call her the B word because it kind of rhymed with her name on the other her, and then sometimes they'd call her just her normal name. But yeah, she was. I guess she was decent, but she was really oftentimes mean to me because I have a problem with daydreaming, and she gave us 20 minutes to read because it was reading class, and well, I would just daydream, and she really got mad at me when I wasn't reading. Like, she really got mad at me. She'd like take away my recess. We only have one recess in that grade, but she'd take away my recess, my privileges, stuff like that. And just really, really got mad at me and really hated me because of the whole thing. And she was good, but the worst teacher of all, Tanner, you didn't get this teacher because she came in like right after you left. But it was the Miss Social Studies teacher, which was the history teacher, more likely. Yeah, basically, mostly. And basically, she was mean to me. She was the most ultimate, awesome, nicest teacher, according to practically everybody. Except for to me. Colton. Colton. Why did I say Colton? I don't know. I think. Sorry, I was thinking.
Oh,
I was
right,
thinking
he
about
was.
something. No! Don't say
He was
his
the
name.
one kid that did a thing. I don't remember what grade he was in, but
Like $3,000 worth of cash.
that's it.
Yeah,
That's what he did.
I'm gonna say his real name.
He
'Cause I don't
stole a
care.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he stole like $3,000 worth of cash from his grandpa, and then they just basically abandoned him after that. And then he got adopted by someone else. I'm not really talking about much of this, but is that a
Yeah,
bug? That's a bug.
it's sad what happened to him, and that's probably why he acts
Yeah.
out. But
Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. Listen,
he was a bad kid before that.
Miss Social Studies was very mean to me and Dakota. Dakota was a bad kid. I wasn't really a bad kid, but basically in 5th grade, oh my god, you have no idea. I hope this is not over an hour long, because then I can't post it and I'm gonna have to crop it. But then she was basically more like this. Basically the first day of school, I'm not even kidding, the first day of school when we were fucking bug. Anyway, first day of school, basically it was more like this. Alright, I sneezed. Like, right when we got in class, I sneezed very loudly, because I sneeze very loudly. And she's like, okay, Maddox, that was exaggerated. And everyone just laughed at me. I was like, what the fuck, I sneezed? How is that exaggeration? Anyway, basically, I didn't say that. I didn't actually say that, but like I was thinking that. But then there was other times. I'm not gonna mention every time, but she humiliated me. She was the worst teacher in the world. I hated her even more than Miss Math teacher.
Uh-huh.
Even though Miss Math teacher was really mean to me, but she just humiliated me in so many ways. And guess what? So basically, I don't know why they thought it was a good idea, but at the end of the year they have the science fair, and you have to do an actually good project. And then they have this
Yeah.
other like then in social studies they have this thing at the same time in the same 2 weeks you got to get done. It's like this whole it's like this whole presentation with like this one map of like the whatever we're studying, the whole map, and it had everything on it, the towns, everything, and what they
I
had in it,
remember
tobacco
that.
fields, all that. And you had to do pictures, and I tried to make it look good, so I took extra time, but then I didn't have time, and you only had to, I was only able to do this at school. And then at
Mhm.
the PowerPoint presentation, well, guess what? I had to hurry like bro. I literally hurried so fast that I literally just lost all interest in making the science fair one good. It was like an egg project, like rubber egg project or whatever. And
Mhm.
I did so horrible. Mom was angry at me. But basically, afterwards, I got it all done super quickly. Last day, last second, I was so relieved. The next day, next thing you know, Mom, before the science fair starts, Mom looked at my presentation and was like, Maddox Mount, and got so angry with me because of how bad my presentation was. I didn't even, during it, I had to print this stuff out, print the papers out, all of it, and it was like a cardboard box with all these printations and my projects. And most of my projects blew up because my rubber eggs were bad. But then we had to do all of it over again by typing on the computer, and I'm not that fast at typing. I was a sucky typer. Like I
Yeah,
suck at
same here.
typing really quickly. And oh my god, she was hurrying me so much. It was insanely so stressful. Oh my god, I hated it.
Yeah.
And well, anyway, yeah, that's also another reason why I hated Miss Social Studies. I'm not gonna say everything she's done because she's done so much. I can't even remember half the stuff. But she really hated me. Like, she really even pointed me out to be one of the bad kids in the class. Maddox, you used to be so good. Wait, when? You actually used to think I was, like, this year, when I was in 6th grade, she's like, Maddox, you used to be so good. I was, and why'd you treat me like shit? Because basically, when I reached 6th grade, I just basically I gave up on being a good kid. I was the bad kid. Even to the
Yeah.
science teacher, I was always deeply, always sad that I was this way, but I just wanted to have fun in 6th grade, and I had so much fun. It was the best year of my life. Oh my god. And I got a new best friend, but I think he said he was moving back to his old state. That sucks, but like not new best friend. He's not replacing you, Tanner. He's not. But like he was like my class
You're
best
so mean
friend.
to me.
Yeah, but he was like one of my favorite class friends. I had so many friends during that. I almost even got a girlfriend. I'm not even joking you, but like
Ooh.
I failed at that. Anyway, but basically there was a couple girls that even admitted to have a crush on me. I'm not even kidding you. I was doing amazing. I was doing amazing in that whole year. But like I wasn't really doing good on grades. I had B's and a couple C's, which was bad according to my mom since she's a teacher. But yeah. And I'm not one of those teachers kids. Nice. I'm not like that. I'm not at all like that. I hate it when people refer to me as the teacher's kid, because they always think that, like, when they figure out that my mom's a teacher, they immediately just assume that I'm one of those teacher's pet, be good, all that snitches and stuff. I'm not, and I even teach them that I'm not that way at all, and I just basically gave up so much on it. I just gave so much up on being the good kid, and I had a
That's
blast. I had a blast, and I did a lot of stupid stuff. Oh my god, I almost forgot to even mention Miss Rachel. Tanner, you continue what you were saying?
that's kind of a problem with like the public school system. Um,
It turns good kids into bad
sometimes
kids.
sometimes
You hang with the wrong crowd.
teachers are just mean and they don't care about the students,
Because they
and
don't
so
get
the
paid
students
much.
stop caring, and then so everyone stops caring, and so nothing gets done, and no one cares, and no one's good, and it just turns shit for everybody. That's just my outlook on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a whole animation on it. Yeah, but but basically, Miss Rachel was the worst person ever. I'm not even kidding you. She basically, guess what her only job was? Her job was to make sure the lunch was good. Cause they mixed the middle schoolers with the elementary class. That's how big our tables are. Like, they're huge. Our lunchroom is so freaking huge. It's bigger than most gyms. That's huge. And basically they have almost, the high schoolers are separate because they don't want any of that fights. But there was actually a couple fights. Tanner, you can talk about that later. But after I talk about Miss Rachel, I think you even hated Miss Rachel, Tanner, right?
I never really knew her all that much because I was the kid who brought home lunch every day. Because
Yeah, I did.
I'm not afraid to admit it, I'm a picky eater.
Me too, bro. Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah.
But listen, that's not the thing. She's a watcher, and basically, in 6th grade, I basically gave up and didn't care. And she punished kids at the end of the year. It was so bad with the talking, fighting, all that stuff I did, and I was crazy at the lunch table. I was even hyper than, it was insane. Kids at lunch table were insane. But basically, yeah, and basically I was hanging with the definitely wrong crowd, but I don't care about that really. It doesn't really matter. It's a public school. What you gonna say?
Who isn't gonna smash someone's face in during lunch?
Yeah, I've done that actually. Speaking of which, but I kind of look like a nerdy kid because I wear glasses, but I don't like to wear those types of glasses. I wear those actual. It's black. I don't look like Harry Potter, alright? Which I actually made a name. It's Harry Plopper. For that. But basically,
yeah.
And I have brown hair. It's really good. It's long, pretty much long, and I look pretty good. I'm not tooting my own horn here, but anyway. But anyway, along with the conversation, Miss Rachel always she hated me too, mostly because I acted up a lot and I just stopped caring, and I started even talking back to Miss Rachel because she was rude no matter what. So what's the point of trying to be nice? Like, why be nice to someone who's being rude?
Yeah.
Like what? Hey, even though they are mean to you and almost smack you, and also not only that, always send you to another lunch table alone for 2 weeks. Literally, not even kidding you, she does this. If you get caught talking during the no talking time, which is basically the time she says to not talk so she can talk with the other teachers without hearing. Literally, the lunchroom is super noisy. They have like 200 kids eating at the same time, and they're all talking. So basically, they get the no talking time, and during the no talking time, nobody listens to that. Almost everybody does, but they talk quietly and stuff. And there's so many times I also realized you can't stop it from talking. I was actually a really good kid during lunch. At the beginning of the year in 6th grade, I was actually a good kid at the lunch table because I was always saying, hey, don't talk during this time because, she's kind of a bitch and she'll, yeah, you don't want to fuck with her. But basically, yeah, she would send you over to another table for 2 weeks if you talked, and she was worse than the principal, honestly. And she was so mean and rude, like, insanely mean. And she was such a mean person. She was like a Karen. She was insanely like a Karen. You ever watch Scrubby? She was like that, practically. But one of my friends was talking to my other friends, and I didn't want to seem like a buzzkill, but then I was like, dude, you don't want to get caught by Miss Rachel. And they're like, yeah, but I mean, I don't really care. And right when I said that, Miss Rachel, I literally look up at Miss Rachel, and she's looking at me with her mouth wide open, like, it's like she was waiting. She literally was watching me the whole time. She's watching me. She ain't watching my 6th grade table. There's like 8th graders to deal with. She was watching fucking me. Literally. And she was literally eye-fucking me. Literally. It was insane.
Do you know what that means?
Well, it can mean
I'm pretty sure that's not what you think.
Yeah, I know.
If you use it in that term.
But it can mean that. But also, what I mean in a way
Okay,
is
so you're
she
meaning
was
it in a
staring at
different
me in the
way.
most like intense way possible. Like she was literally insanely staring at me, and I just
Okay.
my heart dropped. I felt like I was about to get torn apart. Like she got so offended that I was talking, like more offended than just most of the kids. Like I don't even understand why she was so mad, but she was just waiting for me to talk. And when I did, she literally walked over there so fast. She's chubby too. It's kind of funny though. Like I'm not gonna lie, she's chubby. And she was walking over there as fast as she can, and gets up to me. I can't remember what she says, but over to the other table now. You're gonna be there for 2 weeks. I think she actually sentenced me to 3 weeks that time. And it was at the it was. And guess what? 2 weeks didn't mean shit. You know why? Cause it was like
Hmm.
it was like remember? Okay, so COVID happened when we were having that week off. That week off.
Yeah.
And basically, it was that week before, like, it was the school week before the week off.
Yeah, I was
So it
actually
didn't
like
matter
so
to me.
relieved that COVID came and had
Yeah,
us get
yeah,
away
me
from
too.
school because
It was like, okay, it was like
it was
Thursday.
horrible. I was about to
Cry my
punch
eyes
someone.
out. I was insanely so mad at school.
Like,
Like,
I
I
was
was giving up.
crying myself to sleep, like, every night.
Wait, actually, you're serious? I was too, bro. That's
I
how
am
bad 6th grade in
serious. It
this school was.
was
It was insanely bad this year. I
horrible
don't even know why.
because... Okay, I got a teacher story because I had a teacher, I'm gonna
Oh,
call her
yeah, Miss...
Bread Loaf.
Yeah.
She was not nice, especially to me, for no good reason at all, because I
Okay,
tried my
Mom, I
hardest in that
will. I
class.
just want to talk to my friend. I'm talking to my... Tanner. Talking to Tanner.
I tried my hardest in that class, and
Hey, Tanner.
she
Tanner, I'm ending this
wanted
video and
me
making a part 2,
dead.
okay?
Okay.